It is technically Thursday, May 16th, and the Splash Zone is back in your life. I am Matt Modi, and I have 3 NBA player props for you guys to lock in for tomorrow's NBA betting slate. So I'm recording this before the games on Thursday have been finished, but I did want to get this out early to you guys for tomorrow's games on Friday. So we're locking in 3 plays specifically for the Knicks versus Pacers Friday, May 17th. Normally, I do try to avoid having 3 plays in the same game, but I really liked the 3 plays that I have for tomorrow. So very confident that we're going to have a very good day. Of course, before I can give you those picks, we got to do a recap from the last time you saw me, which is going to be recapping Wednesday's slate. I had another 3 picks on Wednesday. Finally had a good day. We were down 2 days in a row heading into Wednesday, but we were able to have a profitable day on Wednesday, 2-1 on our 3 plays, up 0.95 units. We did not get Jaylen Brown first quarter points to cash, as that has been very good for us, but did not come through on Wednesday. But we were able to cash out Derek White over 2.5 made threes, and we were able to cash out SGA over 6.5 assists as well. So up 0.95 units, not breaking the bank or anything like that, but very happy to have a day in the green. Hopefully Thursday's games tonight go incredibly well. I guess it's just one game, Nuggets Timberwolves, and hopefully tomorrow's game, it goes well for us as well, so we can get on a pretty nice hot streak. On the entire season, we are up just under 113 units of profit, which is obviously very, very good. And then in these playoffs specifically, we're up a little over 4.5 units as well. Now, we haven't quite been able to replicate the regular season success in the playoffs. Every time it feels like we're going to go on a run, we have a couple bad days in a row. Luckily, we have not had really any sustained down days. Like we were down on Monday and Tuesday, and then we were good on Wednesday. And that's kind of how these playoffs have been. Up, down, up, down. Hopefully, we can start getting into a rhythm, hopefully starting after Wednesday's games and then tonight for Thursday, and then these picks for tomorrow for Friday. If you are new to my channel, I would appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. Daily picks during the NBA playoffs, daily picks for the MLB, and then I'm going to get into the WNBA as well. And then for this specific video, if you could comment, let me know what you think of the plays that I have. Let me know plays that you like. I love reading through all of the comments. And then the last thing that I will mention before I get into the bangers for tomorrow is that I do have a Dub Club. It's where I send everything that I play. I first send it out to Dub Club for only $5 a month. Gets sent directly to your phone via text, email, or Telegram. Now, my Dub Club does give you the same exact plays that you see me give out for free on YouTube and on Twitter. So I don't want you to think I'm trying to sell some like VIP picks package or anything like that. The whole logic behind the Dub Club is just to send out plays early, right? Like by the time I record a video and then edit it and then post it, a lot of times the odds change, and there really isn't anything I can do about that specifically for YouTube, which is why I have the Dub Club. The very, very first thing I do when I decide on play is send it out there. So if you want to pay the $5 a month to get everything early, you can. If you'd rather just not pay the $5 and get everything for free, totally cool with me. I just wanted to give people the option. But that's enough of that. Let's get into the bangers for tomorrow. Obviously, all 3 of these games are going to be Knicks versus Pacers. First up, I'm taking Jalen Brunson under 6.5 assists, -113 odds at FanDuel. So this has now been a 5-game series, right? We're on the game 6. Jalen Brunson has only gone over this assist number in 1 of the 5 games. It was last game, and he had exactly 7 assists. Every other game, he has gone under 6.5 assists. And really what has led me to this under is that was also the only game in which he had over 15 potential assists as well. That's more of an outlier than anything. Even that 15 potential assist number, which is what he had in game 1, even that's an outlier as well. Like those are the 2 highest he's had this series, and the 2 highest he's had from a pretty decent margin as well. Now, if you look at his entire playoffs, Brunson was awesome from an assist perspective against the Sixers. Completely different series. I never thought this was going to be a series for Brunson assists, and that's pretty much how it's gone. Now, I took his under in game 1. Admittedly, didn't go back to it since then. I probably should have. That one's on me. Hopefully for this pick for game 6, we were righting those wrongs. But this is just a matchup play against the Pacers defense, right? Like they do not allow a ton of assists to high usage guards, high usage wings, whoever is a high usage player. They never rack up a lot of assists against the Pacers. And it's all because of their style of the Pacers style of defense, right? They will get cooked absolutely cooked from these players from a scoring perspective. If you're scoring, you're also not assisting, right? You can't score and also get an assist on the same exact play. The type of hard-hitting analysis you can only find on this channel. The Pacers' style of defense, they will let themselves get cooked one-on-one, but they don't send any help, which means guys like Jaylen Brunson, they can score a lot, generally don't assist a lot, right? And that's been the case the entire regular season. It's been the case the entire playoffs. Like I said, Brunson has only gone over this number in 1 of 5 games this series, and it was the last game that they played, and he had exactly 7 assists. That's basically his ceiling. I love the fact that he just went over, immediately getting to fade those results, getting him to go under, as I think that this is not going to be a situation where he's going to get a ton of assists, right? Like if you look at this 5-game sample size of the playoffs, he's averaging about 12 potential assists per game, less than 6 actual assists. And this is not unique to the playoffs. In the regular season, in 3 games against the Pacers, he averaged about 11 potential assists and just under 4 actual assists. Now that's a low number, like 3.7 was his number in terms of actual assists. That's pretty low. But either way, he didn't hit 7 assists in any of the 3 regular season games. He's done it in 1 of 5 playoff games. That's a 1 of 8 hit rate. I think that there is something to that. I expect him to go under once again in this one. That's our first play. Next up, obviously the same game here. I'm taking Josh Hart over 12.5 rebounds, plus 104 odds at Bet Rivers. As our second play, another situation where we are fading recent results, this time with Josh Hart and his rebound prop. Now, Josh Hart has now missed this in 2 straight games. Now, game 4, you can almost completely ignore. There's really nothing you can take from game 4. The Knicks just got jumped from the start, never recovered. That's a game you can almost just wipe away. Then in game 5, yes, Josh Hart still went under. He had 11 rebounds. But the more important number here, he had 23 rebound opportunities. And if you're telling me he's going to get another rebound chances, another 23 rebound chances, I will be very confident that he will be able to get to 13 actual rebounds. And I don't think that the 23 rebound chances, I don't think that is an unrealistic number, right? Like if you take out game 4, which again, there's nothing you can take from that game. The Knicks they're not going to lose by 40 again, most likely. So if you take that game out, Josh Hart is averaging 22.8 rebound chances per game in this series, and he never once has gone below 20 rebound chances. Now, I know that 13 rebounds sounds like a lot for a non-center, but this is a number that Josh Hart has cashed in 7 of 11 playoff games so far these playoffs in 11 games. He's done it 3 of 5 in this specific series. He cashed it in the first 3, and then he missed it in the last 2. So now is the time to buy back in on his rebound prop. You can also pretty easily explain away him missing it in the last 2 games. Those are the only 2 games, all playoffs, in which he did not play 40 minutes. I already mentioned game 4, they got jumped from the start. He only played like 20 minutes. And then last game, pretty clearly a blowout in favor of the Knicks. He played less than 40 minutes. And again, other than that, he's played in 40 plus minutes in every other playoff game this entire run. And 4 times he's played the entire game. Now, I'm guessing game 6 isn't going to be a blowout one way or another. So I'm guessing that Josh Hart is going to play another 40 minutes minimum. I wouldn't be surprised if he played all 48 in a possible closeout game for the Knicks. So if he does, that just leaves more and more opportunities for him to rack up a bunch of rebounds. I think he does so. I love the Josh Hart play. Next up, last pick of this game, Tyrese Halliburton over 5.5 first quarter points, plus 114 odds at DraftKings. So this is our last play of the game, last play of the slate. Third time when we are fading recent results, this time with Halliburton and his first quarter point prop. And to be honest with you, Halliburton was due for some regression in game 5 after how awesome he had been in games 2 through 4. And specifically how awesome he had been in the first quarter of games 2 through 4. Game 1, he barely shot. He said that was unacceptable, that he needed to be more aggressive. And he backed that up, right? Game 2, 13 first quarter points. Game 3, 10 first quarter points. Game 4, 8 first quarter points. Then game 5 happened. He only scored 3 points and he only attempted 2 shots. Now, Halliburton's aggression and trying to score, that's always been a talking point back to the Bucks series, back to the regular season, back to his entire career, because he does have the habit of being a little bit too passive. But after the Pacers got smoked in game 5, now they're coming back home. I would be shocked if he did not come out firing away in game 6, right? Like if you look at the 3 games this series, that he went over. He had 8, and 5 field goal attempts in the first quarter, and that's about what I'm expecting in this game. Another 6 to 8 field goal attempts. And this is also a number that he has cashed in every single home game of this playoff run for the Pacers. All 5 home games, he's gone over 5.5 first quarter points with 6, 7, 10, 10, and 8 points in the first quarter of the 5 home games that they've played. You can count on him to play almost exactly 10 minutes in the first quarter, but in a potential elimination game for the Pacers, I wouldn't be surprised if he played all 12 of the first quarter. He has done that in the playoffs, so it's not completely unheard of. This is a situation, honestly, where I wouldn't hate laddering him up 8+, 10+ points. You can get that on DraftKings and Bet365 for 8+ and 10+, respectively. Pretty juicy odds on that as well. As of right now, I'm just rocking with the 5.5 official play that you see on the screen here. But I would not be surprised if he blew up in the first quarter. So again, pretty good ladder potential here. And that's all we got. 3 bangers for you guys to lock in for Friday, May 17th. Let's hope we have a 3-0 day. Again, remember to like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the Dub Club if you're interested. Appreciate everybody for watching, and have a good one.